Jose Quintana starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Here's Starling Marte. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Arizona, the right fielder, Starling.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
First pitch, 120.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the leadoff man is gone to open up the ball game.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Standing in now, Nick Ahmed. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
That's the game plan right there. Elevate the sinker from the offensive standpoint. That's what they talked about in the hitters meeting. And on the flip side, if the pitcher doesn't get that pitch down, there's going to be a call to the pen, sure.
To the plate now, Ketel Marte, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. Now, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1, and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down before the game after BP with the manager. He was really pleased with the way his team has played in these last 5. Let's see if it continues today.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry into the bleachers and gone. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And Arizona moves out in front now 2-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly, just like that, they take the lead.
In now, David Peralta.
The left fielder
is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Racing back, the right fielder to the track, to the wall. Gone. Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. A solo shot that time for the former pitcher, David Peralta. 4th home run here in the early going, as the D-backs have now taken a 3-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
So here's Eduardo Escobar.
the third baseman.
As he'll take a look at ball 1. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's got 8 hits in 31 tries. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Hit out towards second. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Batting 6th, the catcher, Carson Kelly.
Now at the plate, Carson Kelly, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1.
3 runs already home here. Hard liner to center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Some 2-out success to keep the top of the first alive.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
At the plate now, Christian Walker, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Hit on the ground out to short. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Arizona's on top, 3-0. Alex Young gets the start for Arizona in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Into the box, Chris Bryant. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The right fielder, Chris Bryant.
Now the pitch. Popped high in the air. Escobar has a play. He's got it 1 away.
Batting second.
And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. So guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And here's the 3-2 from him. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Batting third, the shortstop, Javier.
So a runner at first with 1 out now. And with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Nope, that's inside.
Hit on the ground to third. He's got it to second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. All set for the start of the inning, so digging in now, Ildemaro Vargas. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. Today's ball game provides the Cubbies with a chance to end the series on a very high note, of course. A win completes the sweep.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
Fouled away. The 1-2. The 1-2. And one thing that would certainly help their cause in going for the sweep is if they can break out the big bats like they did yesterday. Several home runs in that ball game.
It's not easy to hit home runs with this day and age with guys throwing with increased velocity. They were knocking the ball out of the ballpark all day yesterday. They'd like to save a couple of those and use them in this game today.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And let's focus on Anthony Rizzo. Not only a Gold Glove winner, this guy has won a Platinum Glove, bailing out his infielders time and time again with his soft hands and feel for the game.
Into the box, Alex Young. Grounded softly down the line toward first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The Cubbies had a lot of success at the plate yesterday, a double-digit hit total as a team, so they'd like to make that happen again as they go for the sweep.
Sweeps aren't easy to do at this level, particularly with the competition being so stiff. They're down a couple of runs early, but there's a lot of baseball left, and the way they're playing right now, this game's far from over.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right, and that's in there. Base hit.
Well, you don't see that all the time. Pitcher deep in the count, 0-2, and D-Rose still manages to sneak out a base hit on an 0-2 count.
You know what? He never lost his toehold there, Dan. He seemed like he wanted to hit. He was aggressive. He battled and was able to be rewarded with a nice base hit.
Digging in next will be Starling Marte as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. Hard hit ball to second. A dive, and he knocks it down. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
A base hit in his first trip. Hit in the air out toward left. Souza is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Up next for Arizona, Ketel Marte. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Young over at second. Marte at first, 2 out in the inning. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his zone or buries something in the dirt.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 5 base hits in the series for him through 9 at-bats, so he's been very productive at the plate. And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
0-1, here's the pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. The 1-2.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Three-two pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, David Bodie.
Now batting, David Bodie. In 8 at-bats in the series, he's collected 3 hits. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Marte is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Victor Caratini. They're trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Now the pitch. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard on the ground towards second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. Still down 3-0. New inning set to get underway. Digging in for his second at-bat, David Peralta. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, umpires look ready, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and it ends up being a well-used challenge there. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up Eduardo Escobar. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball, that's inside.
The 1-0. Is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. This is line to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
So now to the plate, Carson Kelly, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Comes set, and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. 1 out and a runner on second base. And And this is foul tipped as he stays alive here. But meanwhile, that ball came right back at our home plate umpire, and he may need some attention at this moment. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there, because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Man, they've really had his numbers so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Standing in now, Christian Walker, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for Arizona. They lead it 3-0. Stepping in, Steven Souza comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. First pitch of the at-bat. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. On the ground to the left side. Backhanded in shallow left by Ahmed. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. At the plate, Nico Horner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. Cubs to this point have yet to break into the hit column. Line towards center field. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
Boy, that's a really good pitch, Mark, right there. Down in the zone. That's when, as a pitcher, you just kind of have to shake your head and tip your cap to the batter.
Yeah, right there. You're looking to just either foul that off or stay in there and survive. He found a way to not only stay in there and survive, but drive it up the middle for a knock.
And he takes ball 1. The 1-0 is going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
Now batting, right field.
Digging in, Chris Bryant. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, it didn't look good right there. Just out in front. You know, sometimes when a pitcher has great arm action, you're going to get that. You're trying so hard to catch up to the...
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and the Cubs have made this a 3-2 ball game.
Well, they were a lot more comfortable up 3 than they are now, only up by 1. That just goes to show you, one pitch, 1 2-run shot, and the entire complexion of a game can change just like that.
The batter, the center fielder.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Grounded back up the middle. Med fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Torey Lovello about the Diamondbacks' offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He told me it feels like every ball they've put in play has been a laser, and the numbers back that up. 6 of their hits have come off the bat at 90 miles an hour or harder, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Liner towards second, and a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Man, I feel for him, but you've got to call a spade, right? He's really struggling. The sample size is 3+ innings, and in that time, he's given up 8 hits, so it might be time to cut your losses and make a change out there.
At the plate, Alex Young. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. Ready for another shot now, Starling Marte. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Here he comes again, 1-2. And another foul ball.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Hard sinker misses, 2-2.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. So 2 are gone now in the Diamondbacks' fourth, and that means that Nick Ahmed will be the next to bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. A pause. And the 0-2. Men on third with 2 down. Still 1-2.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Curveball grounded towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, but they still lead it 3-2. Leading off the inning, Javier Baez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Not shortstop, Javier Baez.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike.
I'd like to see this lineup start working the count a little bit more and drive up this pitcher's pitch count.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he fouls this one off. Hit the other way out toward right field. Marte is under it. 1 away. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw on to first gets him from shallow right, and there's out number 2.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up one of the better clutch hitters on the landscape, David Bodie. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Now a cutter down around his shoe tops as he hops out of the way.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
Hit hard on the ground to short, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible, and if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Next to bat will be Victor Caratini, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
The 1-0. Hit on the ground to short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Cubs strand one. Still a 3-2 ball game. Digging in once again, Ketel Marte. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Popped him up. Caratini is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, David Peralta. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Strike taken up in the zone.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
3 runs, 8 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Wow, that's a close pitch to take, but when you're a good hitter like this guy, to take that pitch on 0-2, you have to have a pretty good eye.
Now another 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Hayward has a read on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They're up 3-2. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
All right, thanks, Heidi. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. That misses, 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. Fouled off. Hit on the ground to short. Ahmed has it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Coming to the plate now, Nico Horner. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. Pitch on the way. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up, ball 1. High pop-up. And he'll put this away for the 2nd out. Wilson Contreras will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And a ball 1-0. In his career, Contreras carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. The 1-0. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. Around first, digging for 2. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder,
So striding in, Chris Bryant, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Ryan Tepera is in out of the bullpen now, as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Wilson Contreras will stay in the ball game, as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Souza has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
now batting, the first baseman.
Ready once again, Christian Walker. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Way late on the fastball for strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. Tepera has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. In the air, down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2 misses off the plate. 3-2s are scored here in inning number 6. Hit down the line at first. But this is going to be a foul ball, as that keeps things at 2-2. And he finally wins the battle, as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box now, Ildemaro Vargas, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Ground ball right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
In now, Alex Young. He swings and sends a bullet to right field. Oh, and he misses it. Vargas rounds third and is digging for the plate. He'll score easily, and they now lead by 2. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Wow, that error has got to really sting. Anytime a run scores because of an error, it eats at you, but especially when he comes around from first, he wasn't even in scoring position when the play started.
It's a lone runner all the way over at third after the error. And digging in is the outfielder, Starling Marte. 1-0 the count. 1-1 to the D-backs leadoff man. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Ugh, is that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Only 1 in the inning for Arizona. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Diamondbacks 4 and the Cubs 2. Settling in now, Jason Hayward. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Peralta arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Batter number 9.
And that brings up Javi Baez. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Here's the first pitch to him. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Hey, this guy has really been attacking the zone, and this lineup has been more than happy to swing at a lot of pitchers' pitches so far.
This is line to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Now batter, first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that brings in Anthony Rizzo. Has a look, now the pitch. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Check the swing there, and Larry Bullard says he held up just enough. Ball 1. The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Runners on first with 1 down. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Going back is the center fielder, and it's gone.
Normally this matchup is the last thing you want to see, left on left, but he kept his front shoulder square, stayed in that at bat, and absolutely demolished that baseball.
The third baseman, number 15.
To the plate now, David Bodie. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 home. Smoked on the ground left side. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game. Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Corbin Martin will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 48.
Kyle Schwarber will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with the runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 1-0.
Oh, that's low.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Steven Souza waits on deck. Still only 1 out in the inning. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The batter, the left fielder,
Stepping in, Steven Souza. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Martin, a previous member of the Houston Astros. He was acquired via trade last year.
Yeah, this guy's fully settled in with this ball club right now. Knows what the manager and coaching staff expect from him. Is not taken aback by anything. He's been through the spring training process and gotten to know everybody in this organization top to bottom.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. First and second now, 1 man out. Two and one now to Steven Souza.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-1.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Smoked on the ground up the middle. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. The 2, 3, 4 hitters now to start the 7th. All even now at 4 apiece. Alec Mills will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Kyle Schwarber will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Swing and a line drive, but just foul. The 0-1 on its way. Hit hard back up the middle. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning. Game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Maybe lucky to get a piece there. It stays 0-2. curveball. Strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
So a runner at first now with 1 away. And up next, the outfielder David Peralta. In the air, down the line in left. And that finds a seam for extra bases, as we'll see if they want to wheel that go-ahead run home from first. In to score is the runner from first.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's when makes you feel really good about yourself.
1-1 the count now. From the belt, the pitch. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
The 1-0 home. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
Hot shot on the ground is short. To second for 1. On to first. Man alive, what a double play. And the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
1 for the Diamondbacks on the RBI double. Get up and stretch. It's now a 5-4 Arizona lead. Now at the plate, Nico Horner will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff base hit puts the potential tying run aboard in the late stages of this one. And he is in there. So problems out there in right field, as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's working on bringing home the tying run standing at second base. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
He's set and the pitch. Chris Bryant comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And now the runner's trying for third. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. Set. Here's the 3-1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Here's a ground ball for Ahmed at short. Thought about third, but he'll go to second instead. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him.
Now batting.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he gets ahead 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Hit softly down the line at first, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. There's a line drive, and that's going to get down. And now, how far will they send that man from first? Bryant blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate. It's now 5-5.
You know, Dero, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Here's Javier Baez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
The 3-1 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. After it is Marte. And he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Digging in now, Christian Walker. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games, back and forth as we're tied going into the back end of this game right now. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Christian Walker goes down to become the first out in the 8th inning. Into the box, Ildemaro Vargas. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hayward on the run. But the left fielder calls him off and makes the catch. And there are 2 gone now. Stephen Vogt will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Stephen Vogt.
A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, and we are all tied 5-5. Mike Leake is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Mike Leake.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He'll start out the proceedings against Mike Leake as we get the inning underway.
Anthony Rizzo.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. 1-1 the count to the Cubs first baseman. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. On to first, and a sigh of relief in that visitor's dugout, as that's a big man to retire to start out the home 8th. So 1 gone here in the Chicago 8th, and that'll bring up one of the better clutch hitters on the landscape, David Bodie. First offering on its way. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Leake, a California-born ball player. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Marte is there, 2 gone. Stepping into the box, Kyle Schwarber. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, and it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And he powers the cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Solo shot to right center as they've taken a 1-run lead. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one.
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Roll, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
Jason Kipnis will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A bouncer to the left side, scooped up. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Diamondbacks. It's the Cubs 6 and the Diamondbacks 5.
Your attention, please.
9th inning save situation coming up now as they'll entrust Greg Kimbrell with the baseball here as he'll try and close things out. Starling Marte will be charged with trying to start a rally in the ninth as they go to work against Kimbrel.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
Ready with the 0-1. Popped him up. Bodie has room in foul territory. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Nick Ahmed, 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses for ball 1. And even sweeter, of course, is getting that series sweep in your own ballpark in front of the home faithful. So we'll see if they can send these fans home happy.
No doubt about it. Fan base is excited. They're all out in full force, coming to the ballpark, hoping to witness a sweep, and it looks pretty good at this point.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
So now to the plate, Ketel Marte. Popped him up. The catch is made, and the Cubs finish the job and complete the series sweep of their rivals at home.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. The Chicago Cubs came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Alec Mills claims the win out of the pen, his first. Craig Kimbrel records the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our